Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Just finished my week of training today. We are now 4 weeks out from my next powerlifting competition. So this week we were basically into kind of heavy singles. So day 1 is deadlifts, day 2 is a bit of an accessory day, and then day 3 I have a squat single and a bench single. So we're gonna take you through a week of training. I train 3 days a week, like I just said. So loaded up right now. We have 190 kilos working up to a top single on comp deadlifts. So let's see how we get on this week. So yeah, 190, pretty smooth. Next warm up is 200. I wasn't too happy with how that one felt. Felt a little heavy and hard, but we went up to 210 and it moved all right. And just pause it here quickly. So yeah, I did definitely want to hit at least 215. My window for today was 215 to 220. This is 215 on the bar right now. So last week was my first week of the block, so I hit 205 last week. So it's up 10 kgs over last week, which is great. Still kind of finding my groove after the holiday season and deload. So yeah, I think in general, deadlifts kind of felt awkward today. After this session, I spent some time with my coach, going back and forth on technique changes and stuff like that. So I'm gonna test some new things out on this week's training and see how that goes. So yeah, this next week I'm looking to add another 5 or 10 kgs on top of this 215. So okay, let's see how this 215 moved. Yeah, not too bad, just kind of awkward off the floor. That's been my problem. So now getting into back downs, we had 190 for 2 sets of 4, I believe. 2, 3. Oh, 2 sets of 3, sorry. And finishing off, not using any straps for the remainder of my deadlift session, since my top set is a single and my back downs are sets of 3. So yeah, just making sure I get that grip training in. Now we're into 3 count pause spoto press. So this is, I think I got my clips mixed up a little bit. This is 107.5. And then we're into, sorry, it's not spoto press, it's comp bench, sets of 3. So that was my last warm up, and now we're in 110 for a set of 3. Yeah, very good. Now we're into day 2 of training, which I have high bar squats, so 3 sets of 5 ascending. So we started off with 305. Feeling pretty decent, so I loaded up 3 plates, which ended up moving quite well. So on my last set, I added another 10 pounds and hit 325 for a set of 5. 4, 5. A little grindy on the last one, but I think I just lost focus there. So there we go, 325. I don't think I've ever done 325 for a set of 5 on high bar squats, so it's most likely a little cheeky little PR here today on this day. Yeah, that set kind of ended up moving a bit better than my 315, except that last rep was a bit grindy, but RPE 8 right on the money. And then stiff-legged deadlifts. I just did 315 for a set of 6. And then now we're gonna get into the Spoto press. So it's a 3-count pause Spoto press ascending sets. So we started off with 102.5. Every set is a double. Then up another 2.5 kgs. So now we got 105 on the bar. So I was really happy with how Spoto press moved. Last week was quite similar. I was able to add 2.5 kgs to every set, but starting at 100. So we went 100, 102, 105, 107. So this week we went 102, 105, 107, and then finished off with 110. So yeah, my bench has been feeling pretty decent all prep. I think it's been my most consistent lift. You know, I'm generally able to kind of tack on a couple kilos every week and just been trucking along. My squats and deadlifts have been there as well in terms of the load. Just, you know, some days it feels a bit janky, a bit awkward, whereas bench kind of feels pretty good every session. Now in my last day of training, which I just did today, so this is 160 on the bar, kind of which moved pretty well. Actually, I was quite surprised. It felt a lot heavier than it actually moved, so that's why I like filming every set as well. You know, when you're getting towards your top set, filming those warm-up sets leading up to your top set is actually quite helpful. To just gives you some external feedback rather than just relying on your feeling every time. So this is 170. Again, 170. I thought it didn't move too well, but then I looked back at the film and it was pretty quick. So last warm-up with 177.5 on the bar. Very good. And another 7.5 kilo jump to my top set of 185. I filmed from this side just to get a good depth check. A little bit sticky. I think with my top singles, I kind of try to stay a little more upright. So on the back downs, I kind of let my torso and my back kind of start off with a bit more forward lean. So kind of staying in that pocket. And on my back downs today was a PR. I've never done 160 for a set of 4 before, I don't think. So I did 2 sets of 4 with 160, so I was pretty happy with the back downs today. Definitely misgrooved my that rep there, my 3rd rep. So kind of took a pause, made sure I braced properly, and finished off strong on my 4th rep. Now getting into bench. Bench was absolutely showed up on this day. So here's 110 for a quick single, just warming up. I jumped to 117.5. Nice pause. And here's 122.5, which I was expecting this to be my top set, but it moved so fast that I just had to go up to 125. It's supposed to be RP 7.5, so yeah, kind of right on the money here with 125. I think it even moved quicker than my 122.5. Now getting into back downs. Here's my first set with 107.5. After watching this set back, my pauses were not up to par. So on my last two back down sets, I made sure to pause the bar a lot better. And yeah, we're still kind of able to stick within RPE, 7.5 on back downs. 3 sets of 4. And here's my last set, which I think was actually my best set. So yeah, last set, best set. After this, got into a little bit of accessories: belt squat, pull-ups, shoulder press, and lat pull down. And then we are done. Thanks.